Hello, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's project is this one. And we're going to be making it a little bit differently using some polished pink. We're going to be making it a birthday card. But all this week, I am talking about recreating things you've already made. So what I'm doing all week is recreating things I've already made. So you'll see here on the screen the card that inspired this one. So I made this back in 2021. It's more than a year ago. And it was a friendship card then. It used the Flower and Fields Designer Series paper. Today we're going to be using a Washed in Beauty. So let's get started making this card. It actually comes together very quickly. I have a basic black card base that is 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to burnish that with my bone folder. I also have a piece of polished pink that I have embossed with the Fern 3D embossing folder. This embossing folder is gorgeous. Now this only fits in the standard Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but all the plates and everything you need are included in the machine. So the first thing we're going to do is take our designer series paper. I just cut a piece here, and you can see the polished pink in there and the Mary Merlot. That's why it kind of goes with both of them. And this measures 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it's just as long as the paper here. So I'm going to show you how I line this up and get my seal out. Just runs in, whoops, and get it on the edge. And if you ever do that, if you're quick about it, you can see I have some of my grid paper here. It just kind of rolls up. So you can just take your finger and roll up that adhesive so other things don't stick to your project. So I like to pick this up and just kind of line up the corners. And once you do that, it pretty much comes right together. Just like that. You can move it a little bit and then I press it down. And then we can put this on our card base. And if you notice here, today is the last day for the October host code. If you're watching this on October 31st, when this video is out, you'll get a free pack of classic matte dots when you shop in my online store and use that host code. It's also the last day for the starter kit plus promotion, where you get $155 worth of product for only $99. We're going to be using the Peaceful Moments stamp set and the Scallop Contours dies. So they don't go together really, but I mean, this is all about using what you have. So I really love this stamp set. It has tons of different sentiments, and the Scallop Contours dies are beautiful. I've already die cut a black one using this larger die here. We're going to be die cutting our sentiment using the smaller one. We're going to be stamping that in polished pink, and we're going to make this, like I said, a birthday cards. I already have my happy birthday on a C block. Open my ink pad up. Just tap, 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 not pushing too hard. Just want to make sure I get that good and covered. And then right in the middle, doesn't matter if it's perfect or not because we're going to be die cutting it out. I'm going to clean off my stamp quickly with my Stampin' Scrub. There's a wet side and a dry side. I'm going to spray the wet side with a little bit of Stampin' Mist and then dry it on the dry side. Love my Stampin' Scrub. Could not live without it. And then I'm going to put my stamp away before I lose it. Now we can get out the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I have the mini and the standard size. If you're just starting out die cutting, I honestly recommend the standard size one. The mini one is more affordable, but the standard size one, you don't have to worry if anything will fit because everything Stampin' Up! Sells fits in the standard. Not everything fits in the mini. Sometimes there are dies that are too big, embossing folders especially. So if you're looking to use embossing folders or certain dies, I would get the standard. I just like it better. I do like the mini one. It is convenient for things like this, making videos for you. So I have die cut our label. It's kind of stuck. And I like this one because it kind of, I like to bend it a little bit just so that pops out. I just think that's a cool little feature of that die. I'm going to put this away, and then we can assemble our card. So it's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to take that label I cut out though, and we're going to just take a little bit of seal. And actually, I'm going to kind of pull those back a little. I'm just going to line it up. And then we can take some dimensionals. They don't want to come off the paper today. There. Take some dimensionals and pop them on the back. I don't know why these are stuck so hard to the paper. Sometimes they just get stuck, I guess, but I've never had one like that before. You see they're pulling right off, and I don't know what is going on. That's really weird. That never happens. And you can see I'm out of dimensionals, but I'm not. So what I'm going to do, this is a little extra bonus tip. I like to cut these because these are sticky too. So I'll take and use like that part for the middle. Don't throw away good stuff. I'm going to take off the backings. I cut my nails so it's harder for me to pull up those backings. And then just in the center, and then to finish the card, I have some pearl basic jewels, and there are 3 sizes of these. Now you can color these if you have like the polished pink blends. I'm just going to leave them as pearls. I especially did that on the sympathy card just because I didn't want to make, it's a sympathy card, I didn't want to make it too cheerful. So that is our project. Pretty quick, pretty easy. There's a cat hair on it. Pretty quick, pretty easy. And it's the same design as this card. I'll show it to you again, but different. So it's all about using what you have and even recreating some of your past designs. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy talking about recreation week with me. I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.